Welcome to a new vlog. It's good to have you guys here. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday afternoon. I am pretty much done with all of my teaching work, which is great. So yeah, I'm keeping my eye on my email and my grade center in case anything pops up, but otherwise I'm about to start editing. So I got through 2 chapters yesterday, so I want to see if I can get through 3 chapters today. That would be 18, 19, and 20, which then would leave 21, 22, 23 in the epilogue. That would be great. So I've got some book tasks that I want to do right now along with editing. And then at about 5, I'm going to talk with a friend on FaceTime. We're just going to have a catch up. And then I think I'm going to watch The Bachelorette tonight. I didn't watch it live last night because I didn't get home from my parents' house in time. So it's on Hulu. So I'm going to watch it on Hulu. It's such a ridiculous show, but I've watched it for 18 years. I think that's how long it's been going. I've watched it from the first season. So it is what it is. And then I'm waiting for an Amazon delivery, so there will be an Amazon haul in this video. I had 2 things arrive last night, and the last 3 things are arriving today. So I'll wait until those arrive, and then I'll show you everything all at once. So I'm going to get back to editing, but I didn't want it to get any later in the day without saying hi. Hi. I've got a cheeky, sneaky cup of hot chocolate because it's too late in the day for coffee, so I'm going for hot chocolate. Already eaten the marshmallows off the top of it, and yeah, I'm gonna get to editing. Hello. Okay. I've got 4 chapters done. So I have just 3 left. 2 chapters in the epilogue. The epilogue isn't a full chapter, so I think I'm going to finish this read through tomorrow, which means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I can spend making all the changes in the file. And then Monday I can start formatting. That's bonkers and slightly terrifying to think about. So we're not going to think about it. Just going to take it one day at a time, which is kind of the theme of the haul that oh wow, okay. Those are smaller than I thought. But yeah, taking it one day at a time is kind of the theme of the book haul. So I've got 3 books and 2 packs of stickers from Amazon. Stickers because I can't ever have enough planner stickers, basically. There's no such thing as too many planner stickers. How many planner stickers does a person need? The limit does not exist. Yeah, so we'll start with those. So I got this one set. It's 2 pages, but different designs, I think. Okay, they're a little crinkled, but I think they'll be fine. But they're coffee-themed ones, so I think you can kind of see what they're like there. So I just thought those were really cute. It's one of those days where even my coffee needs a coffee, yeah? First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. It's coffee o'clock. Yeah, these are cute. I really just need to get into, like, finding a way to make my own stickers. I know there's a way. I think you need like a special cutting machine or something. But like I know friends who make their own stickers. So like one day, probably within the next year, at the rate that I buy stickers, I need to just be able to make my own, probably. And then the second, this is what surprised me. It comes in this little teeny tiny box. I love the box. Like it's all in, I'm assuming Chinese because it's made in China. Although I was searching for Japanese stickers, Japanese paper stickers. But yeah, oh, I might have to be careful with these. I might have to put them in like a Ziploc bag or something. But they're all these little stickers. They're vintage designs. So like there's teacups, there's like an old-fashioned candle, there's some feathers and like a flower design. I liked this one. There's like this old-fashioned letter with the wax seal. Seems like there's 2 of each thing. Hourglass, really cute. Vintage typewriter, I love that. Really love that. I hope that's focusing. So yeah, I thought those would be fun. Very excited about both of those. And then the books. So if you've been watching for even just a short amount of time, you'll know that I struggle with stress. I deal with anxiety, depression, all that fun stuff. I'm in therapy. I see a therapist pretty much every week. Huge advocate of therapy. But I've just been feeling lately like I'm struggling a little bit more than usual, and I feel like I keep having these moments where I'll have a length of time where I feel pretty good and I'll feel like I've kind of got things not necessarily under control, but like I'm in a good place with things. Like stuff is still stressing me out, but I can handle it. And then I'll have periods of time where it feels like I don't have anything under control and it's all out of control, and that then stresses me out even more. And I've kind of been in one of those phases lately, and I know a huge part of it is like the pandemic and all of the stress that that's bringing up in terms of insecurities about my health, insecurities about my job, a whole bunch of stuff. It's one of those things where logically I know that I really just need to be better about being more mindful of what is actually happening in each moment and being better at staying in the present moment. So I've read this before. I already own this on Kindle, but I thought it was time to get a hard copy. I've ordered myself a physical copy of The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I also really recommend his book A New Earth, which I do have in hard copy. I need to grab that copy. I need to get that out because that I've already written and annotated and all of that. But I feel like The Power of Now and staying in the present moment is more the problem that I'm having, more so than some of the stuff that he brings up in A New Earth. I wanted to read it again because I feel like this is a book that I need to be reading like at least twice a year. Like every 6 months I just need to kind of revisit it. I thought I'd get a hard copy, and now I can highlight and annotate and page flag the heck out of this. And so then in between times when I want to read it in detail, I'll have a copy that I can just kind of flick through, land on a page, and read whatever I've highlighted and whatever stood out to me. This was one book that I wanted to get, and then another book that I got, which is also a book that I own and I own on Kindle, but is one that I was starting to feel like I really need to read that again. And like I need to be reading this over and over again, is the Dao of Ching by Lao Tzu. This, like, I'll talk more in more detail about these books as I read through them again, but this book just really stood out to me the first time I started reading it, and then I was reading bits of it, and then I kind of walked away from it for a while, and then I got the Kindle copy that I have, and I read through it all. It's a really fast read because it's like short sections, but you really can't read it, like technically you could read it in one sitting, but in terms of being able to absorb it, you kind of only want to be reading 1 to 3 sections, you know, pages, lessons, whatever you want to call them, at a time, and really kind of read them a couple times. Because, you know, it depends on the translation. So this one's translated by Stephen Mitchell. It's interesting to see how it gets translated, but then also it's interesting to kind of see how my brain interprets it. And I feel like every time I revisit some of these passages, I read them in a slightly different way. So I'm really excited to read this. But if you don't want to dive straight into ancient Eastern Chinese philosophy, which is what this is. If you want an easier entry point to it, I've been rereading, and I've shown a clip of it in the previous vlog, the Dao of Pooh, which is basically the Dao De Ching, but repurposed, if you will, retold through the lens of Winnie the Pooh. And I absolutely love that book. And like, I've been reading a couple chapters of that each night before I go to bed this week. And it just kind of just helps put things in perspective for me. I have been rereading that, and I recommend that book. It's by Benjamin Hoff. If you haven't read anything like the Dao De Ching, it can make it a little bit easier to get into it and let you know, like, if it resonates with you, then I would recommend getting a copy of the original book. I really like this version. I love the pink, very on brand for me, and like the inside, it has beautiful illustrations. I think this will be a really beautiful addition to my collection. But then going along with Benjamin Hoff's book, The Dao of Pooh, I keep forgetting that he'd also done this book. So I finally ordered it. I've been meaning to order this for like years. And that's the Tay of Piglet. So this is, I'll just read the back really quick. The Tay of Piglet, in which a good deal of Taoist wisdom is revealed through the character and actions of A. A. Milne's Piglet. Piglet? Yes, Piglet. For better than impulsive Tigger, or gloomy Eeyore, or intellectual Owl, or even lovable Pooh, Piglet herein demonstrates the very important principle of Taoism, the Tay, a Chinese word meaning virtue of the small. I'm really looking forward to reading this. So these are just some books for me to kind of read in the evening or like first thing in the morning. I think I'm gonna have these two in my bedroom as books to read in the evening. I'm going to finish reading the Dao of Pooh, and then I'll probably start reading through this one and then this one. But I think The Power of Now is going to stay out at my desk, and I kind of think that every morning before I start working, I want to read like just 10 pages of this. That's the plan. Once I have started reading these, I won't wait until I've finished all of them, but as I finish one of these books, I will talk more about it and talk more about how it's helping me feel a little bit better. Because I've already noticed that rereading the Dao of Pooh, as funny as it might sound, does make me feel a little bit better. I feel like when I've read these in the past, The Power of Now and the Dao De Ching, I noticed that like for a bit of time, I was feeling better and was able to kind of be putting into practice some of the things I was picking up from these books. But then when I was no longer reading them, it got really easy to kind of get pulled back into old thought patterns. So I'm thinking I need to just kind of make them a more consistent part of my day and my life. And like I said, I will keep you updated on them as I finish each one. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my evening. I'll show you what I get up to. It should be very cozy, because that is definitely the vibe I go for around here. How many times can Andrea say the word cozy? But yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. It's Thursday. It's Thursday afternoon. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I'm having a perfectly fine day. There's nothing wrong with today, Andrea. I just haven't been as productive as I would like. I was just trying to copy edit and I can't focus. But I've had a couple things come up today, like tasks and stuff that I don't normally have to do, and so that kind of sidetracked me for a while. So I'm just gonna call it now. I'm not gonna get this edited. I will finish 22 through the epilogue. Like, I'm so close. I just have 2 chapters and the epilogue, so I'm really close, but I can't focus, and I don't want to rush, copy editing the last few chapters, so it's fine. I kind of got ahead. I'll finish marking the edits tomorrow, and then Saturday and Sunday I'll make all the changes. I'm kind of dreading the formatting portion of this because it just went so poorly the first time around. But I keep telling myself it's not going to be that bad. Mentally, I'm in a completely different position than I was back in March and April when I was working on it the first time around. And also, I've done it before, so like I've learned a lot of lessons. I'm trying not to dread formatting. That's being dramatic. I've started rereading The Power of Now, so I'm not going to think about formatting because I'm not formatting right now. I'm formatting starting next week. So we're not going to think about that. We're not going to dread that. Yeah, I've started reading that. I've read the introduction. I mean, as I said yesterday, I'm rereading it. I have read it before. And last night I started reading my new translation of the Tao Te Ching. That was really good. I finished rereading the Dao of Pooh. I love that book so much. But this morning I woke up. I think I slept pretty well. I feel like I kind of did. But yeah, they're all yellow. Yeah, so that's the best sleep I've had probably all week. It's amazing what a proper night's sleep can do. And then I went for a walk this morning. I was able to kind of get up and get ready and get out for my walk faster than usual. And so it was still only like 72 degrees outside. Oh, it was beautiful. Especially in the shade. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, I just came home, took a shower, got ready for the day, made my coffee, made my breakfast. Pretty much did everything else but copy editing. I did a bunch of grading. I don't know, like I feel like I should be stressed with how little I got done today, but I'm not stressed. And I'm glad I'm not stressed. I don't know. I'm just, part of it is like reading The Power of Now again. Like I've only just started that today, so I know that's not the only reason I'm feeling okay, but like I really just am trying to, like on my walk today, I've found myself starting to stress about stuff to do with the book, and just like, if this happens then this will happen, and if that happens then this will happen, and it's all going to be terrible. And I had to stop myself and be like, but Andrea, is any of that happening to you right now? No, it's not. So just enjoy your walk. And so I just had to kind of tell myself, like, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. A month from now, the things that are stressing me out will be resolved one way or another, and it'll all be fine. And so, yeah, like, obviously there are some things that just feel so big that it's harder to, like, talk myself back from the edge about stressing about those things. But today, at least, I have managed to notice when I am starting to stress about stuff and then stop myself and just focus on things that are happening right here, right now, and focusing on things that I have at least some amount of control over, and like doing that. I don't have the answers, I don't have advice, but that's just what's been working for me today. Tomorrow could be completely different. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. say hi in the comments. Oh, our Hygge question of the vlog. Can't forget! I've been really enjoying these. I've been enjoying your questions, and I don't have friends to come over to play this game with me right now, so I feel like this has been working really well. Okay, we'll go with the first one on this. If you had a time machine, would you rather travel to the future or to the past? For me, I think probably the past. If I went to the future, it would be the way future, like beyond my lifetime. I wouldn't want to see my future, but like, I guess it could be kind of cool to see what things are like 1,000 years from now. Are we even still surviving on this planet 1,000 years from now? Maybe the future would be too depressing, but I definitely would like to go back to the past. I'd love to just see like Victorian London, or like the town where part of my family is from in Wisconsin, Mineral Point, like to go back to like when Mineral Point was first kind of growing in the 1820s, to go back to like when my great-grandmother was growing up on the farm outside Mineral Point, and just seeing what the farm looked like back then. I think there's certain things in the past, both like my own family past, but also just general past, that would be really interesting. So if I had a time machine, I'd go to the past. But what about you? If you had a time machine, would you rather travel to the future or to the past? Let me know in the comments. I will show you what I get up to the rest of the evening, and I will see you all in terms of talking to this camera tomorrow. You will see me again on Monday, because this is going up on Friday. So I will see you all on Monday.